Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. You guys saw we did the NBA City Profile series, and we decided to bring back another series.
Another one
into the game, and that is where we basically critique, give our thoughts on all the City Edition jerseys of this year. We did one last year. If y'all want to check that out in the description below, for real. And we just gave our thoughts whether we would cop it or drop it. And we're doing the same thing now. Cop or drop City Edition jerseys for 2020 to 2021. You know, in a year later, come right back and see for next edition. And yeah, let's just jump into it. We're going to go ABC order. So there's no judgment. We're just going by ABC order. We're going to present the slogans for each one because the way that Nike did it is every team now has their own slogan or quote, whatever they want to represent the City Edition. And the only team we're not going to cover
is a dumpster fire.
Erwin's favorite dumpster fire, and that is up north in New York City, New York Knicks, because for whatever reason, guys, like I had to scroll through the internet, I had to find like the high-res image for all of these, and for the Knicks, I couldn't find any. They didn't have a nice setup. They didn't have all these graphics you see for all these other teams that I found. Couldn't find one for the Knicks. So, you know what? They didn't put in the effort or whatever, or something, whatever happened there. They don't deserve to be talked about.
And you know what? They low-key don't deserve to be in the NBA, and more reason for why for Dolan to sell the damn team.
Yeah, even though they are the most highly valued franchise in the NBA, somehow.
Doesn't make sense, and boys and girls, that's why life is not fair.
Hey,
let's get to it,
Life
man.
lessons with BTD. All right, we're jumping over to the city of Atlanta, ATL, one of the cultural pillars of America. And they're doing the same shit in fashion. And with these jerseys, shit, they're living up to the hype.
Yo, they keeping it real, man. And they definitely, the South, the dirty South definitely has something to say.
And it fits that slogan perfectly. And we're from the South. We're from Florida. So I personally really like that. And yeah, look at that. Black and gold, a colorway you can never go wrong with.
Yes, sir.
And they're repping MOK on the front. Not Atlanta, not Hawks. We got MOK. And I actually really like that they went that route.
I like that, man. It's none of that Peachtree bullshit that we saw last year.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
But look, man, MLK, you know, pretty much you ask anybody about that. That's an icon, whether it's in civil rights, just in life in general. And I love that they put the emphasis, MLK, the check mark, black and gold. Very easy to match.
And the inside is white. I love that gold detailing on the trim, and then how the inside is white.
It's a good mix of minimalist, per se, but at the same time it stands out.
Yeah, with some details that really elevate it.
Yes, sir. Because
easy cop.
Details matter. Cop.
Details matter. Details move.
Let's move
to up north, Boston, where they said tradition refined. So they're keeping it low key. They're keeping it traditional, and that's why I find this one a little boring.
I think it's too low key. It kind of looks like a practice jersey, to be honest with you. But at the same time, the real ones in the NBA are gonna know they are paying homage to Bill Russell, arguably the real GOAT,
one of the greatest eras, if not the greatest era in the NBA in terms of winning.
It's like, yo, the guy has so many rings, he doesn't have enough fingers for it. So he has
to that picture that he has,
he has to put one of them on his toes.
Yeah, that is a dope ass picture. Yeah, and then this one,
I would cop it just for collection purposes, but for like wearing it out, no.
See, that's a drop for me. Like collect, I see that, but ultimately it's a drop. Like I just think the font typography they picked for it a little too boring. I get that it matches the old school one, but if you don't have a comparison picture of like the old school and this one, then you don't really get it. You know what I mean? And you're just gonna think like, okay, what's different about this? It looks like almost every other Boston jersey that I've seen. And it's clean. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a little something more in terms of the details, maybe on the sides of the jersey, maybe on the trimming, to like emphasize like, you know, this is the Russell. I would have liked something with 11.
Of
the
course.
guy got 11 rings for y'all.
Yes,
that's
sir.
the only reason y'all could talk shit as an organization, franchise, and team and fan base. Like,
I feel you.
Bill Russell.
But hey, Boston fans, NBA fans in general, just let us know. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Let us know what you think about these so far, because we're just getting started. You know,
with this and we're doing them in increments of 5. So let us know which 5. You know, put yes, 1, 2, no. There you go.
Yes, sir. But let's move on. Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn?
Where they got Durant and Kyrie are gonna be repping the shit out of these jerseys.
Yes, sir.
And this one is special. They said Crown County, and the reason they went with the crown is because they collabed with John Michel Basquiat. His logo is the crown. That's the main reason why even on the bottom right it says Estate of Basquiat, licensed by, and it's the only one that has that. That's how special this collab is. And this is dope. I like the detail on the background, how it looks. I don't know, like racetracks or tire tracks. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That looks dope. I don't know how I feel about the yellow and blue being the details that they chose to like stand out, like the field goal looking bracket and the parentheses and then the Nike logo. I'm not a big fan of that. I do like the abstract and paint strokes that they chose for the sides. That I fucks with hard. But I keep looking at that bracket and I'm like, field goal. Like that's all I can think about.
It doesn't bother me enough. I'm gonna cop it because just like with who they're collabing with Basquiat, with Brooklyn, you know, the fashion, you know, the presence that they have in the fashion world, per se. And I like, you know, what they did, you know, with the check mark over here on Nike.
See, I like it. Usually, like I like blue and yellow combined, but like I just feel like it's almost like it doesn't make sense. But guess what, bro? It just hit me what I think this design is.
What?
It's obviously it looks like a field goal. Obviously it's not, but it's the backboard of a basketball, and then that's the net, the circular net, and then basketball nets and the end of the nets. I think that's what it is.
There you go, man. Modern problems.
Welcome to art history. Archetypes, breakdowns, symbolisms in NBA jerseys.
It's an easy color to match. Black. I like the mix of they're putting right there. But yeah, definitely a cop. Let's move forward.
I like the BKLYN too, like how they went with that for the.
Yes, sir.
And now we're hopping into
another extreme, man, from Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? We got Buzz City, and man, they
City
are buzzing.
Minted this year, and this. I can't remember how the other jerseys look like, but for this year, I think this is gonna end up being my favorite of the City Edition jerseys, and this is easy cop for me. Easy cop. I love the details of the black and gold trimmings that they use on top of the mint background. I love the details that they put even on the mint background. They didn't leave it just plain mint, like a color. They added that little trim, like stripes, but white stripes.
And it's mint, and they have the Jordan, man.
And the Jordan logo, the only NBA team that just looks so clean. You can't hate on that. Like nobody has that. And then I like the font that they did with the Buzz City. I like how it's gold on the outskirts of the font, and then black on the inside. And some people are gonna catch it, some won't. But that Buzz, the little triangle sticking out, representing little beehive. There you go. And like the tail, and it's like that's dope. Everything about this is just the details. Even the little ones, the obvious ones, clean. And LaMelo is gonna put the shit on the map when he plays these. Sir. Get some highlights. Whoop.
Yes, sir. Bring that buzz, and let's move on to where the GOAT used to play at.
Right, the current owner of the team we are leaving right now.
Yes, and we're going to Chicago, Chi-Town, to touch the clouds. Is what they're saying right now. Like, look, man, I will cop it. Kind of iffy about it, but look, I like the check mark. I like the whole thing that they got going on with the jersey. It kind of looks like a pizza. And if you ever been to Chicago before, it's obviously known for the Windy City, but Chicago has the best deep dish pizza that you're gonna find.
And the way they added that depth to the text of the typography of this,
at least for me, it reminds me of that.
I could definitely see it, and it makes sense because the gold, yellow, that's like cheese, and then the red is sauce. I don't know if they were going for that, but I'm sure you guys can see it too.
I know Zach LaVine's gonna bring the sauce for sure.
Oh, with this jersey, hell yeah. Ultimately, it's a drop for me. I like it, but I don't love it. If I'm on a budget, I'm not copying this. If it's just money to blow, shit, why not? I like the Zen. That's a really clean, probably the most artistic company logo we've seen. Like it just looks dope. The gold sides, those thin bars are very luxurious. You find them in a lot of like nice hotels, areas, lounges, and Chicago has a lot of those. It's a very popular city, especially the city landscape and life of it. And overall, it's a clean jersey. Black too, like you can't go wrong with black and gold.
Of course, man, very easy.
Although personally, I would not have done the whole deep dish thing. I know you like it. I would have probably preferred a different font, but keep that gold with it.
Now you just don't know what you don't know, man. If you never have had deep dishes in Chicago, man, I suggest going to this place called Lou's Maltani's. I think that's what it's called, Lou's.
Damn, dropping the locals.
And that'd be a pretty amazing spot. And if you never tried it, you're missing out.
All right, I guess I'll have to do that next time I go to Chicago. I've never been, so the first time I go to Chicago.
First time for everything, baby. But anyways, guys, appreciate the love and the hate. You guys already know. You can catch us on Insta, Twitter, TikTok, on Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. We'll catch you guys soon. But
check
for
out
now,
for part 2
later.
Take
yes,
care.
sir.